Football Manager 2018 is finally here, and, well, the beta. And I'm very, very excited about it, even though it's only a beta. I've already released 2 videos on the channel that aren't part of this Let's Play series that starts right now, but there's an in-depth 3.5 hour exploration of all of the new features of the game, which you can find on the channel from last night. Plus, my first in a series of FM18 prediction videos came out this morning, and I've already given away 1 copy of the game to a chap called Tom Wilson, and right now we're going to give away another copy of the game, and we're not going to do any of this Twitter giveaway stuff. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning this copy of Football Manager 2018 is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment on this video. I'm then going to randomly select one of the comments when I get back from Comic-Con, where I'm hiding away at this weekend, and I'll give away another copy of the game early next week. So just subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below for your chance to win a copy of Football Manager 2018. We should probably get on with this Monaco Let's Play. Hello, I'm Kev, and welcome to the first episode in my Football Manager 2018 beta save with Monaco. Did I already tell you I'm Kev? I think I probably did. My intros are all off. I'm a bit I haven't done a video for like a week. I'm a little bit out of practice. But this is Football Manager 2018, and this is Monaco. All we're going to do on today's video, we're going to have a little look at the team. We're going to play our first friendly, so you can have a look at the new graphics engine, and then we'll try and figure out who we're going to buy and what we're going to do. So the reason I've chosen Monaco, I thought Monaco was a really interesting team to pick because they basically had a fire sale of all of their players who were any good over the summer, and have been left with this big pile of cash and a load of new players who've come in that we then need to gel together. So we've got a lot of money in the bank, not a lot of money to spend, largely because the Mbappe money doesn't come in until next summer. And as this is a beta save, we might not see next summer. Spoilers, last year's beta, I was sacked before Christmas with Liverpool. So the dynamics on our squad, easy, new features and all that. We've got a few team leaders and influential players, but a lot of our players are sort of players who are new into the squad, although they do seem to have already kind of made their little buddies and got into their little friendship groups, and we'll see how all this works out. I'm still getting my head around this dynamics stuff. Scouting, we've got our scouts out looking for attacking players. We've only really got 2 strikers at the club. If we look at our squad depth, once you get past Falcao and Jovetic, not much good up front. Likewise, if we're as you can see, we're playing a revolutionary system called a 4-4-2 today. But whatever system we play, we don't really have anything on the right hand side of midfield. We've got Baldi, who could potentially play on the left and move Lamar over to the right, but he's not great in a midfield position. If I push them further forward and maybe move Moutinho in behind a front one of Falcao, then I'm left with not much in the way of central midfielders once you get past Fabinho and Tielemans. And defensively, we could do with a fullback. So there are places I want to strengthen, but I don't have a lot of money to strengthen with. Not much in the way of transfer money for a top Champions League club like Monaco is supposed to be. Realistically, £35 million might be 1 player. So let me know down in the comments who that 1 player should be. But more worryingly, we don't have any wage budget to spend, really. Very little, although we have got fancy scouting budgets. But I'm thinking, we're going to have to maybe buy 1 player for 20 million, adjust the wage budget to allow us to pay for him, and that's going to be that. So who is the 1 player who can be a difference maker for us as we try and win Ligue 1 this season? That's what you could put down in the comments to be in with a chance of winning that copy of Football Manager. But what today is all about, none of this faffing about. Today is all about having a look at the new graphics engine and just playing around with some player roles, positions, that kind of thing, getting an idea of, okay, we've seen on paper what our strengths and weaknesses look like. Let's go and have a little play. So we're going to do a 4-4-2. I'll introduce you to the team as we go through it. This is me meeting them for the first time as well. I've not even played a friendly with them yet. So a lot of these players I'm not that familiar with, so I'm probably going to say their names wrong. You'll get used to that if you're new. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So in goal, we've got Daniel Subasic, 32-year-old Croatian goalkeeper, 3.5-star current ability, been at Monaco for loads of years. Fingers crossed he's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, and he'll be our first choice goalkeeper without any question at all. Partly because there's not really much in the way of goalkeepers behind him. We've got Diego Benaglio, who's a year older and has only just signed, but he's going to be our backup keeper, I think, unless we get a massive offer for Subasic come in. Our back four then is Sidibe at right back, who's 24-year-old French international. Quite exactly the kind of player we want knocking around. Presumably a player who would be expecting to leave maybe next summer because he didn't get out this summer. Signed last year for £12 million. We're expecting a good season out of him at right back. And then we've got, now is this going to be George or Jorge or George? George. I'm calling him George and I just don't care. He's got one cap for Brazil. Is this the same George I had on FM16 for AC Milan? I think he might be. He's got 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, though, exactly my kind of player. He's not exactly what you would call Champions League quality left back at the moment, but with the potential he's got, he's definitely going to be getting in the team. We're then going to be playing with ball-playing defenders at the back. So we want to play the ball out of defence. Although we're on a 4-4-2, we want to be a very fluid 4-4-2, nice passing game initially. So Glick is going to be one of our centre backs. He's got 4-star current ability. He's been at Monaco for a year now. And then alongside him, we've got Jemerson, who is another young-ish Brazilian with one cap, who has been with us for a couple of years. Then in midfield, this is where I start to get a little bit iffy. I'm not really sure what to do on the right-hand side, and I feel like Tielemans or Baldi should probably be in the team, but I don't see how I fit them in to the system I've got, so we might have to switch the system up in the near future. We've got Ghazal on the right wing, a 25-year-old Algerian who signed on a free transfer from Lyon this summer, so he's going to get an opportunity as an inverted winger, because I want to see what it does. If you're not sure what an inverted winger is, an inverted winger aims to frequently cut inside into the attacking third to open up space for overlapping fullbacks. We're definitely going to have some overlapping fullbacks. And to subsequently overload retreating defenders. The inverted winger works best when the player's strongest foot is opposite to the side of the pitch he's playing on. How many feet has he got? He is left-footed playing on the right. Goodness me, it's like I planned all this. And then on the right-hand side, we've got Thomas Lemar, who you'll be very familiar with if you watch my Arsenal save on FM17, my Milan save on FM16, or just have ever seen a real-life football match. He's quite the big deal. We're going to play him on left midfield initially. I don't know if that's going to be his best position. It's not anywhere I've ever played him before. And then in midfield, we've got Fabinho as a box-to-box midfielder, 4 caps for Brazil, been at Monaco ages, and he's a proper player in midfield. And he's going to play alongside João Moutinho, who is starting as a deep-lying playmaker because he's getting on a bit. I don't know if that's stupid. My other option would be to go to a 4-2-3-1, have Fabinho and Tielemans in midfield and Moutinho in behind Falcao with Lemar and maybe Baldi as the wide players. That might even work a little bit better. We perhaps try that in the second half. And then up front, we've got Jovetic, who you will remember from his time at Man City and Inter and various other places. Man City like to sign him every few years, so probably we've got him at the moment, but it'll go back to Man City in the near future, I imagine, or maybe Inter, because they just like to swap him back and forth, it seems. What is that all about? Is that just loans, or did... I don't understand. Anyway, we've got him, and then we've got our star man and our captain, Falcao, 31 years old now, but still good enough to score an absolute hatful of goals for us. Didn't exactly set the world alight in the Premier League, but we're not in the Premier League now, folks. We're in Ligue 1. So we're doing the 4-4-2 for the first half. We'll see how we get on. If it looks like it's a disaster, we'll switch to a 4-2-3-1 and try that out as well. And then the remainder of our pre-season friendlies will be all about sort of fiddling with how we want the team to be set up, and then working on tactics and stuff within that. This new screen, if you haven't seen this new screen yet, it's my favourite screen in the history of Football Manager. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's like we're on the telly. I love this screen. I promise I won't go on about it too much. If you were in my stream last night for 3.5 hours, you've heard me talk about that screen plenty by this point. But we're going to let the assistant manager do the team talks because I'm too lazy and I'll mess them up. And we're going to be playing using 3D. Goodbye 2D, you served us well, but 2D on FM18, if you've not seen it yet, check out my stream from yesterday. The 2D does not look pretty this year. We had a vote in the stream last night and decided that the 3D sideline view was the view that everybody preferred. What we do need is to bump up some of these speeds so it's not painfully slow. I've already done this on my other set. No, that's too fast now. Oh, I've been through this already. Why can't it just save the settings? Is that going to be... Except that that's still too fast. We'll drop one more off of speed. If we're playing in 3D, we can't have it going crazy fast, can we? We also don't want to be on extended highlights because we'll be here all day. We'll stick it to key highlights. That looks like a more acceptable speed. So, feedback is definitely welcome down in the comments, but initially, I think we're probably going to be going with the sideline view because of all the different options, and if you want to see them all, have a look at the First Impressions live stream that I did, but the sideline view definitely is the one that gives us the clearest view of the pitch. It looks the nicest, shows off the new graphics engine nicely, he says, but apparently we're not going to get another highlight because key highlights and nothing's happening. There's only been 2 shots in the entire game so far. We don't seem to be playing like a Kev team just yet, and that might be an indication that we need to do that 4-2-3-1 in the second half just to try and get some stuff happening. Right, here we go. Falcao, what can he muster up? Plays it to Jovetic, and we've got Gazal in his inverted winger position. Fabinho to Falcao. Out to Lamar. It's really weird commentating on 3D. But there, oh, we've hit the post. Lamar is in, but couldn't quite get there. And we get another opportunity for an attack just before halftime. It's Falcao to Jovetic again. Who is that trying to run past Jovetic and then stopping? I think it was Fabinho, and Jovetic hits it over the bar. We've come a little bit more alive towards the end of this second half. You can see from the recent events on there, we've had a few decent shots towards the end of this first half, and we can also see that majority of our attacks have come down our left wing, which is where Thomas Lamar is, as you would expect, although he's lost possession a lot. Right, we're going to switch tactic up for the second half as promised. I'm going to go to a 4-2-3-1, so we will take off Jovetic for Tielemans, swap those 2 around. I also want to get Baldi on, and we'll swap those 2 around. I think they're the changes I wanted to make to have a proper look at. We're just going to have to adjust some of these team instructions as well. So Baldi can be an inside... Oh, I love an inside forward. Thomas Lamar. I really want him to be... Do we want him to be an inside... Do we want to play 2 inside forwards? It seems a little bit extravagant, but we'll do it. We'll make Matinho and a playmaker. Tielemans is going to be a deep line playmaker on defend, and Fabinho's still going to be box to box. And then these 2 were supposed to be ball playing defenders still, because we want ball playing defenders. We want to play the ball out from the back. I should have. Why didn't I set? I thought I'd set this tactic up already. Apparently I haven't. So we still want to look for overlap. We still want to roam from positions, be more expressive. Let's run at the defence a little bit as well. Why not? Let's just stick a few instructions on. What's the worst that can happen? And get out there for this second half. The team are fired up. We're ready to go. And let's see if a 4-2-3-1 generates a little bit more excitement, because we didn't really do much in that first half. Didn't look like scoring at any point, and hopefully this will be a little bit more impressive. So Lamar out to Sidibe, crosses back into Lamar, and what's that? 2.5 minutes of the 4-2-3-1. I think we found our system, everybody. Thomas Lamar scores. Everything came through him in that first half, but he was just, I think, giving the ball away a lot. Frustration being sort of shackled on the left-hand side of a midfield 4, whereas now, playing in the more advanced position on the opposite side, he's able to get onto his strong foot, cutting in, and we're 1-0 up, 2 minutes into the second half, and I'm already impressed. We're looking better. Right, now they're going to score now and prove that... Oh, that was a good save from Subasic. And they've got another corner, which it would be rather nice for us to not mess up from. My one worry of doing the 4-2-3-1, and the reason I went 4-4-2 initially, is because Tielemans, although he's a football manager legend, because he always turns out to be quite good, I don't know if he's good enough for us right now. And it seems a bit of a waste to have Jovetic here, but never using him, because neither him or Falcao can do anything other than just play up front. So I'm not really sure what the best thing to do there is. I'm just going to make a couple of other changes. Can you go up front? You can. Diakabi goes up front. Traore can come on as well. We're just going to give everybody an opportunity now to come on. Or I say everybody, most of them. And you can come on for him. And you can come on for him. Magic. Should we even change the goalkeeper? Why not? For the last 20 minutes, we'll change everybody. The only poor Carrillo. If we're going to play with one striker, he's never going to get a look in. He's so far down the pecking order. But there you go, a big bunch of changes just to get some fitness into everybody. Have a look at the whole squad, and it's Tielemans with a free kick, trying to prove to me that he is ready. And it just goes to Diakabi, to Tielemans again, Traore, and he's tackled. I don't really see why this is a key highlight unless something's about to happen from here. And it is Tielemans playing from deep, knocking the ball around the back four nicely. This is what we wanted. Maite out to Ronnie Lopez, Sidibe. I'm slowly learning the names, and it's just intercepted and lumped over the top. And Toure has to come across to cover, knocks it back to Benaglio very nicely. And again, we're just playing the ball out from the back. And that was an absolute... Oh, goodness me, what was that? Goalkeepers are fixed on FM18, everybody. Right, I would like another goal before the game ends. And it's Sidibe with the throw. And we've got 12 minutes left. And cross comes in. The crosses look lovely in 3D. Diakabi, nothing. It would have been nice to have the option to bring Jovetic back on when Falcao went off. Like you would be able to in a proper pre-season friendly. And just move the players around as you wanted to, because probably shouldn't have started him. But then we wouldn't have had a proper look at the 4-4-2, I guess. So I was right to start him. Forget that nonsense, Kev. We've definitely been more lively in the second half. It's been a much more even spread of where the attacks are coming from. You can see on the focus of attacks, it's pretty much split into thirds in the 3 different sections now. So we're not relying so much on Lamar, and it's freed him up to grab the goal. So I think it's been a definite improvement. 4-2-3-1 is probably going to be what we try initially, and Diakabi's just hit the crossbar, I think. Yeah, it's not gone as a corner, so that was a crossbar rather than a save. So a good opportunity to grab a second, and it doesn't quite work out for us. We've had one clear-cut chance each, but we've had loads more in the way of possession and shots, and our average rating is better. And generally, we've been the better team. I don't know how good Mainz are. Are they in our league? Or is this a team we should have beaten 18-0? I'm sure you'll all let me know down in the comments what an epic disappointment this 1-0 result is. Although Baldi is in, and can he cross? He can't. And that is that. We've won our first pre-season friendly 1-0. It's not a disaster. We got the win, and we got some fitness into players. That's the important thing. We've learned a little bit about the tactic we're going to use. I would call all that a positive. Now what I need to do is go and work out who we're going to buy so that we can strengthen that team. And if we are going with a 4-2-3-1, I'm wondering if maybe a real top-level attacking midfielder is the answer, so we can drop Moutinho back alongside Fabinho, or maybe even a proper right winger, because both Lamar and Baldi seem to want to play on the left wing. Let me know down in the comments what your views on all of that are, as well as your thoughts on the new game. If you've already played some Football Manager 18, let me know what you think of it. And don't forget, even if you've got nothing important to say, leave a comment to be in with a chance of winning a copy of Football Manager 2018, courtesy of old Kev. Please make sure if you've enjoyed it, you leave a nice big thumbs up to show how excited you are for the new game and the new series. I'm mega excited. I hope you are too. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on all the awesome FM18 content we've got coming out over the coming days, weeks and months. And thank you very much for watching.